Good morning. I have a prepared statement that I'm going to read, and then I'll try to answer any questions that you have. On December 29th at approximately 4:08 p.m., a resident in the 7800 block of South Broadway called 911 dispatch to report that a white male had tried to break into the residence by breaking a glass door on the rear side of the house. The resident told the white male he was calling the police, and this white male fled on foot. Moments later, the resident heard gunshots. When the resident looked out of his window, he saw the same white male lying on the ground in a dark-colored vehicle speeding down the driveway towards Broadway. When deputies arrived on scene, they located the white male laying on the ground. It appeared to the deputy that the white male had been shot. The white male was pronounced dead at the scene by medical personnel. An autopsy is being conducted today as I speak. The homicide victim has been identified as Cody D. Reed. He is a white male, 27 years of age, from Wichita, Kansas. This is the second homicide reported for 2014 in the unincorporated areas of Sedgwick County. We are seeking assistance from the public in locating or identifying two vehicles. The first is described as a dark-colored sedan, possibly 80 to 90 model. The second vehicle is a 2000 Chrysler Sierra. It's a silver four-door. It was last bearing Kansas tag 497GZG. Citizens are asked to call the sheriff's office at 316-660-5300 or Crime Stoppers at 316-267-9111. I do have a photograph of the Chrysler that we are looking for, and I will have our media spokes send over a digital copy of that for you so that you can have that. That is not the actual vehicle. It is just a replication of the vehicle that we're looking for. At this point, I'll try to answer some of your questions.
Can you spell the victim's name, please?
Yes, first name is C-O-D-Y. Middle initial D as in David. Last name is Reed, R-E-I-D.
R-E-I-D?
Yep.
Did the homeowners know the person that tried to break in?
No, they're not familiar with him.
And we believe he was trying to break in.
That's what the homeowner reported.
Were there any drugs found in the home?
I'm sorry?
Were there any drugs found in the home?
No.
At this point, it's possible that somebody from one of the two vehicles may have shot this person.
That's a speculation, but we do not know.
And initially from dispatch, we heard about that dark-colored sedan, and then we heard about the Sierra a little bit later. How did you guys, was that car seen in the area?
The which vehicle?
The Chrysler Sierra, the silver four-door.
It's a vehicle of interest that we believe that was used by the homicide victim.
Okay. So it was found?
No, we're still seeking it. That's what I'm asking for the
Okay.
public's assistance on.
Sorry, I wanted to know, where is Mr. Reed from? Wichita?
Wichita, Kansas.
So we don't believe that at this point, I think a lot of people are assuming that somebody from the home shot this person.
He was not shot by the homeowner.
Or anybody else at that home, or from that home?
Is that a question?
Yes.
No, we don't believe so.
Okay. We don't know who shot him, though, correct?
Not at this time.
Does Mr. Reed have a criminal history?
Yes, he does.
Can you see it?
Burglary and theft? Anything significant to indicate known associates?
I'll have to get back to you on that as far as actual criminal history, but it is available on an open record. So
Can you give me the middle name of Mr. Reed?
yeah, it's D as in David. Don is his middle name, D-O-N.
Can you give the description again, Captain, of those two vehicles, please?
The first one is a dark-colored sedan, possibly 80 or 90 model.
80s or 90?
Yep.
80s up to 1990 or into the 90s?
80s or 90s. That's what was reported to us.
Dark colored sedan, 80s or 90s, okay?
The second vehicle is described as a 2000 Chrysler Sierra. It's a four-door, silver in color, and it was last bearing a Kansas tag of 497 GZG.
Craig, Zebra,
G is in George, Z is in zebra, G is in George.
G is in George. And that's a Sedgwick County tag,
It's a Kansas tag.
Kansas tag. You said Sierra, is that a Cirrus or Sierra?
It's CIRRUS.
Cirrus.
And you believe the Chrysler belonged to or was driven by the victim?
Yes, ma'am.
So you don't know who, so obviously somebody else was in that car with him. If the car is what you're looking for, right?
The homeowner reported seeing one person. Obviously, based on the evidence at the scene, we believe that there was a second person there.
Can you tell us where the victim was shot? Was he shot in the chest, head? Can you
He was
tell us-
shot in the chest
More than once.
one time.
Why do you think that, was there anything else missing? Is that why you think that this was going to be a home burglary?
The actions of the white male are consistent with what we believe to be someone that was committing a burglary. Any other questions?
The two vehicles, and you describe them as, one would be a suspect vehicle, the Chrysler, correct? And the other one would be a vehicle of interest. Would that be a way to describe that?
They're both vehicles of interest at this point. All right, that's all I have for you.